welcome back. Segment 3, would you believe, of Rock and Raz, episode 1. I'm stunned, actually, that we've made it this far. But we've got here a very, very special guest. We had the footy review a minute ago. Now you've got a son of a gun.
Yes, we've just delved into what happened up there at the Gabbaland in round 1. But we have a very special guest here. First game experience, Raz. I want to hear from Mad Dog Mead.
Don't you start that.
Mad Dog Mead. Where's the Mad Dog Mead came from?
From this bloody bloke up here. Sully, the Mad Dog himself.
Oh.
How was your first game?
Yeah, no, it was a good experience. Obviously not the result we wanted, but I think ultimately it was good to get up there and, enjoy the experience of it all. So.
Absolutely it was. Now, we always know that it's a special moment when you get your first jumper. There is no doubt about that in any shape or form whenever you play. Yours is extra special because I believe that your dad was the one that actually handed you the jumper. Can you talk us through where that took place, how that took place, and what that moment meant to you and your family?
Yeah, so Dad, he brought up his first Sandful Maggie's jumper, I believe, which was the old lace-up. I actually didn't even know that he was going to be presenting it, so he obviously brought that down on the plane, and he just spoke a bit about what it means to be presenting your first jumper and a bit of the legacy and the tradition for my family, but also the club. And it was pretty special for him to be able to deliver that to me, and it was just a good night overall.
Yeah. What'd you think of it? Was it as fast as you thought it would be? Were the boys obviously you're a big axe yourself, you can handle it with the big boys. What did you think of it overall?
I think I sort of knew what to expect. Obviously Brisbane are a great side, and I had a bit of experience playing Adelaide in my second year for a half, and then obviously Adelaide and Gold Coast in the trials this year. So I think I sort of knew what to expect. They were a big contest team, and I think I was pretty prepared for that. And I think we did all the work throughout the week to expect what we were going to get and how we're going to counteract that as well. So I think I fit in pretty well. So.
We've spoken to Orazio just before about the game itself, but what came out of the review from a midfield point of view and also the team review, without giving everything away? What was the sort of general feedback around the game and why you were able to get to a 4-goal lead, which was really strong, but then what happened in that time to give up a 6-goal turnaround effectively? Yeah,
I think ultimately, as we spoke about before, I think it was a big contest game, and I think for the first half we were pretty good in that, and then obviously when we got a few injuries, we were obviously down a rotation, and boys have to stay on the ground for a bit longer, and it always does hurt. But I think Brisbane sort of just got a run on and a bit of momentum as well. Obviously, I said that the injuries impacted a bit, but that's how footy works as well. So can't really complain.
Meady, you played a bit more forward on the weekend. I know you probably play a bit more mid in the Sandful. Do you see yourself wanting to play more mid-time overall, or what do you think, a bit of a balance? Or
Yeah, I think certainly everyone's goal is to work into the midfield. Obviously, Sandful, I'm probably going to be 90% midfield time, and then obviously in the AFL I'm more predominantly forward wing and then pinch in the middle when guys need a rest. But obviously when other guys are getting older and moving on, like Rose, Butsy, myself, are going to probably get a bit more mid-time. Durs, Miles.
Yep.
I think we've got great balance of guys that can go through there, and certainly when guys need to rest forward more often, there's opportunities to get in there as well.
Yeah.
It's been a really good story, yours. You came in a COVID interrupted, which is, I think, probably the hardest time to ever get introduced to a footy club. You trained in small groups. We did everything separate. Came in, tried to play senior footy. We're pretty close in your first season. Went away, had a big summer, come back, horrific injury that potentially could have got a lot worse had you not been at home at the time. If you had been by yourself, who knows what might have happened. But talk us through your mindset in those periods. Did you think it was ever going to happen, that you were going to get the opportunity to debut? Did you think, why am I doing this? Talk us through the rehab struggles there.
Yeah, as you touched on, for the first year that I came in, it was obviously a COVID year, and I think I started my pre-season pretty well. Then obviously came back post-Chrissy and, struggled with a few hamstring injuries, and then, obviously COVID hit and sort of found myself trying to play catch-up, and I think everyone's ideal scenario is they want to come in and play round one, but for me it was obviously a bit different. I had to take the hard roads there and obviously go through some bad times to get there, but I think my mindset was always just wanting to get better, and I think I've been good for it that I've gone through those bad times, because it's obviously made me learn a lot, and appreciate all the small things about footy as well. Like, you know, you're doing a little gym session. When I was injured with my spleen, I couldn't even do anything for 6 weeks, as you both know. But yeah, it's kind of just made me appreciate the small things about footy.
People probably take that stuff for granted, don't they? You know, just going out
Yeah,
for a
you
run
know
and a
it.
kick every day. You just it's-
Absolutely. I haven't done one since I retired.
Yep, there you go.
Meady, let's talk about your off-field stuff. You know, you've got a few hobbies. Do you want to talk about your woodwork and things like that? Just get the fans to know a little bit more about you.
Yep. Yeah. So throughout school, throughout high school, did a lot of woodwork at school. So I reckon I did that year 8 all the way through to year 12. We had a few hands-on things. We had plastics, metalwork, woodwork, and jewellery, I reckon. Yeah, I sort of just gravitated towards woodwork and found a bit of a love for it, and you know, creating something at home or in the workshop, and then, you know, you can be able to give that to someone else. And you know, it just takes your mind off footy. I think everyone sort of needs that hobby and sort of that outlet away from footy, as lots of guys play golf or whatever. Mine's obviously a bit different. But yeah, I think I just found a real love for it, and obviously it's a bit of hands-on and can hurt the back a little bit sometimes, but it's good fun, and it's good life skills as well, like renovating homes or anything like that. Like, I think I'm pretty into that as well, so
Yep.
it's obviously, yeah, just good hands-on skills, and yeah, a bit of life work as well.
We're all about self-promotion here, and we know we've seen
here we
your
go.
Instagram
Here we
account,
go.
and we know that you're all about self-promotion as well. How do the fans follow you? What's your social media following like? We know that you love to post a shirt off picture. Where can the fans follow
It's
you?
got the rig for
Please.
it.
Instagram.
So my woodwork for Instagram is jmead.woodwork. A bit more of a family page at the moment, but yeah, feel free to give me a little plug and hit me up.
Get
I'm
around it.
not talking about the woodwork. How do they follow you? Your personal account?
Oh, no. Come on, you've got to expand on this. You do.
Yeah, we do. We want to delve into the Jackson Mead life.
What do you mean?
You want me to pick this up now?
Yeah, you can
well,
pick it up.
A very, very efficient performance by the young man. I thought his debut on this program
Super.
was equivalent to the performance of the game the other night. I'm of an older vintage, and you sound exactly like your dad.
Do I?
Oh, mate, it's unbelievable.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Very good thing. Darren Mead, as you would know, Rocky and Raz, the only player to play 100 SANFL games for Port Adelaide and 100 AFL games, obviously for Port Adelaide as well. So, a legend. Thanks for joining us, Meady, today.